Might just have edged ahead here, Mikhail. Just edged ahead, but what a snare this is from Kugelheim in the deep. Again, the awareness of where the boundary is, the calmness of the man. And it was a steepler as well. They're just going to check if his feet were inside the boundary, but the big New Zealander has said, why don't you trust me? I'm well inside. Beautiful. Well behind the front line. So the no ball is no issue whatsoever.
Yeah, Chris Lynn, Irie, quite a cabinet meeting in the middle over there. Looks like the entire senior statesmen have come together. They now believe that they have this match in their hands. But look at that for a catch, HD.
They're going to look at the back foot. But now he looks, he stops, and he has a look and he says, am I in? Am I in? Of course I'm in. And says, you're out, with pursed lips.
Yeah, I did see it from the comm box as well. In fact, he indicated to the fielder running towards him, I've taken it clean. He raised that index finger as well. That decision should be coming out soon. And the roar in the crowd as well goes. Milind has thrown it away and he's already in this dugout. What a turn in fortune and momentum over here. The Royals are having a royal outing at the moment. What a moment in the game. What a situation to walk out. Playing his very first game here, Sunny Patel. Making his NPL debut. Look good with the ball. Yeah, tentative, a bit of an edge over here, bit of a tickle. Oh, that's gone past short third. Naren's not happy. That's slowly trickling away. Who will win the race? Nicely cut away by Hemant Dhami and Avinash Bora as well.
I'm a little bit surprised by the stroke of Milind Kumar. I know that he's a good enough player to go back over long off and hit the occasional six, but the way that he reacted to Tripathi's dismissal and where the game is positioned, he needed to take the responsibility to be there at the back end. The Red Bull energetic moment.
You can run on a misfield sometimes. Look at it this way, if I'm Kathmandu Gorkhas, they'll say one good over, 18-20 runs and we are back in the game. 1-1-0 for 7.
Are we building up to our first real thriller of the season? We did have a final over finish last night, but that was yesterday afternoon in the morning game. But there was always a sense or an air of inevitability of the Chitwan Rhinos getting home there. Right now, I'm not sure which of these two sides is going to get up. Remember, the Kathmandu Gorkhas, they have an ace up their sleeves still. That is their captain, Karan KC. He's holding himself all the way back at number 10. But he is very much a fan favourite here. Not just in Kathmandu, but right the way across the country. Nobody quite like the Valentine's Day boy. The hero, all the way back in 2018, has done what that man has done for his country. Maybe just the likes of Paras Kadka, Gyanendra Malla, held in such high esteem as Karan KC. So he is going to have a big hand to play if he's required, of course. Scotty Kuggeleijn will bowl his third over. And we have got the most intoxicating atmosphere you could imagine. As I wish a very good evening to Fazal. Fazal, great to have you with me. This could still go either way.
Thank you very much. Good evening all, and really nail-biting stuff coming up. Sparring outside their off stump. Yes, Scotty Kuggeleijn does hold the key really as far as the Royals are concerned. 38 of 29 with Karan KC in the hut. You should be backing the Gorkhas from here.
Oh, floods into the back pad, full, straight, gone! I think that's going to thud into leg stump. On first view, for me, that looked more than good enough. And Kuggeleijn is back doing what he did in season 1 for the Royals. He's back in the wickets here in season 2.
Just take a look at the replay. Oh, really good decision. This hitting the back pad and beaten for pace. We'll have to head back. Rashid Khan, LBW Kuggeleijn for 6, and the Gorkhas now in total disarray at 110 for 8.
Cometh the hour, cometh the moment, and cometh the man. Probably not at his very best with the bat last year, but he is more than a handy all-rounder. Karan KC gets a big ovation, despite this yellow Royals-dominated crowd. 38 off 28. I assure you, if KC is still there in the final delivery, I think he'll get his Gorkhas home. Problem is, it's only Shahab Alam left after him, and he is not a capable batter by any stretch of the imagination. These two will have to do the bulk of the work. Can KC deliver? Starts well, off the mark immediately.
38 now for 37 of 27. Let's take a look at the departure of Plum in front. Really beaten for pace there was Rashid Khan. Oh, they're really happy. She's given it out already. Yeah.
Fazal, that's been a big change over the last 3 or 4 years. When I first came here in 2018, I loved the crowd, but it was 99% men, it was not families, it was not women, it was not young girls. And she was loving every second of that moment. That's great to see. Nepal Premier League is inspiring everyone in this country, not just the hardened cricket fans, everyone on the edge of their seats.
Absolutely. You reckon Karan KC is more than capable batsman, Andrew? Does he have it in him, Karan KC, the skipper, to take them over the line?
Absolutely. In fact, I, if anything, right now, still quite like the Gorkhas to get home, thanks to Karan KC.
My question is, why does he come at number 10? Why couldn't he come up the order?
He usually bats 8, 9 or 10. It depends upon Nepal in the national side have a huge amount of depth to their all-rounders. I would often like to see him bat higher, but a little bit like we saw Gulshan Jah held back the other day, he does like playing this finishing role. So he likes coming in with sort of 3 or 4 or 5 overs to go. He's got very explosive power, strong down the ground. That's where he loves hitting, but there's a man there! And that is going to be that. It's Kuggelein who gets the big wicket at KC. It just skewed off a bit of an outside edge. I don't think Kuggelein thinks it was his best delivery, but it was effective enough. And Hemant Dhami takes a wonderful catch.
When you said come with the hour, come with the man, I think Scotty Kuggelein is the man of the hour. And Hemant Dhami, what a good catch under pressure. That's when a true character of a player comes out to the fore. Hemant Dhami, what a catch to get rid of the skipper. With him go their hopes of the Kathmandu Gorkhas as well, I suppose. 112 for 9.
Well, I really fancied Karen KC there, but Kuggelein again just a little bit too hot to handle. I think he was looking to go over mid-off, but it's just skewed away with the bat twisting in his hand. I think it's all over Red Rover here, because Shahab Alam, well, he's a bit of a number 11. Can he just survive this ball and give Sunny Patel some kind of a chance? Remarkably, at this stage, the Gorkhas have 12 more runs than the Royals had. But that counts for nothing because they're 9 down. Does well, leaves it alone. What can Sunny Patel conjure in the last 4? 1-1-2 for 9. Well, they are simply loving every second of this. In the tempest of a moment, that feeling of joy, of euphoria. There is nothing like cricket here in this nation. It gives sense of hope, of optimism, of joy. You cannot help but be inspired by it. Abhinesh Bahara, he found himself out of the team, the national team, for the last 12 months or so. Of course, played a big role in the T20 World Cup journey in the USA and the Caribbean last year with his death bowling skills. But since then, despite a good NPL last year, he's lost his place. He'll be looking to use this to force his way back in, but it's his first over, all the way as late as the 17th over. And he'll be a bit frustrated to be underused, but he's got a chance to close it out. Oh, how was that missed? Wait till you see this. I think it's purely missed on height and nothing else. It's trimmed the top of the off bail.
Let's take a look at this again. It missed the back pad and the stumps by just a little bit. This shows the kind of pitch that we're playing on. Really good cricketing surface. There is bounce, there is pace, there is carry.
Good looking stroke. And should get some joy. It'll race away to the rope. It'll be 4. Maybe too little too late, but Sunny Patel, he's in this team as an all-rounder for his all-round skills. Has played some very good innings, particularly in American domestic cricket. And Monty Desai has a lot of faith in this man.
Well, yes, he looks like a well-accomplished all-rounder, Sunny Patel. Just a little late in the batting order. 32 of 22.
Yeah, great to have our dignitaries in there. I think, if my eyes aren't deceiving me, that's the sports minister there of Nepal, and we've seen a lovely initiative announced this evening by the Ministry of Sports and Youth, where they're offering free buses to women and children to come along to enjoy the games here in Kathmandu. We've seen a lot of the franchises get involved with that as well. We heard some remarkable stories of fans travelling 16, 18 hours on buses overnight to come for a game and then get straight back on the bus after.
The only other franchise that I've heard that about is the Chennai Super Kings. They organize trains, about 8 or 10 bogies in a particular train to travel around the country to watch CSK. Same thing happening in the Nepal Premier League, and it's so heartening to see a lot of ownership here. The ownership of the franchise owners, the stakeholders of in the Nepal Cricket Association, the players, all coming together to make this really successful. Like you mentioned, the sports minister out here as well.
Yeah, and those free buses are going to be given priority for women, senior citizens, people with disabilities and children. As this goes miles up into the sky, could this be the moment? Dipendra Singh, aye! That'll be that. No somersault needed. They've pulled this game around. Harmeet Singh has turned it all around. And the Tiger himself with the winning catch, not at his best with the ball this evening, but a good effort with the bat. And fittingly, of course, it's him that takes the catch. He was never dropping that.
Well, how important an innings did Harmeet Singh play here, and his partnership with the skipper Dipendra